Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Stock Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing the SH Figuarts Cooler Final Form 40th Anniversary Reissue Edition from the Dragon Ball Z anime and manga series. And this set is manufactured by Bandai Tamashii Nation. Now, as you can see, the set is still in its transport box. So let's first take it out. Before we open the set, let's quickly check out the details on the case. And on its printed title here, as well as the logo here, we'll have again the indication that the set is what the Tamashii Nation is addressing as 40th reissue and edition. And of course, like most SH Figuarts sets, we have a transparency see-through that allow you to see the main figure, as well as at least one alternate part, which is like an alternate head here. And as always, the most details are on the back, and we have several pictures here showing that this feature, like most, or if not all SH Figuarts, has a feature of what they're addressing as super modeling, meaning that this figure is so articulated that you can use it to do all kinds of display poses. And apparently, for being the 40th anniversary reissue edition here, they've added a little special parts here, like a specially case that's specially designed for this figure, a purple base that matches the cooler's color here, again with the anniversary logo here. And now let's quickly compare this to the original Cooler Final Form SH Figuarts we have on the right here. And it looks like it's pretty much identical. And the same thing to the back as well. It seems like the only difference you can tell between the two sets would be this one lacks the new base that's coming out here as the reissued and the 40th anniversary edition. It seems like the reason Tamashii Nation made this reissue is because they took a survey as to which character the fans of SH Figuarts would like them to remake. This one seemed to be the winner here. So if you missed the chance to acquire this set, you may have the opportunity to get it again with this one. And now let's get the figure out. here we have the main set, and looks like that base is kind of taped onto this little film inside the set. And in here we also have the instruction manual for this set here. And it talks about like how you just have to attach the tails, and we have the alternate hands and feet for the figure, as well as the alternate heads. And then there's that, what they're calling as comic 40th anniversary pedestal. You can place the figure on. So here you can see all those parts inside this plastic case here. And here's the 40th anniversary pedestal. And now let's open up this case and set the figure free. Now, to get the figure out of the case here, you want to open this cover, but you want to do it carefully and gently, because if you just simply rip the cover off, you could send all these accessories inside flying, and it's gonna be a huge pain trying to recover them. In this set, it might be a little better because this figure apparently has big hands and big feet, but most SH Figuarts have small hands and small feet, but still, it's best not to take chances. Oops. Okay, so here we have the cooler figure, and look at that. Even without me doing any adjustment, it's capable of standing perfectly well on its own. So this figure has very nice balance. And here we have some film stuck inside its torso. This presence is kind of proof that this set is brand new when you opened it. And now to finish its initial setup, we just have to attach the tail on. And there we go. And ironically, with the tail on, the balance for the figure might be slightly disrupted. So with the tail on, if you want to keep the figure standing, you might have to either carefully control the balance, or at least have the tail lowered down, so it's easier to keep the figure standing. Now I'm gonna show everyone how to switch to the alternate head, hands and feet, which is pretty easy as you saw from the instruction manual. So to put on the different head part, first you remove this top head piece here, and then you just have to literally pull out this head part, and then you put a alternate head on, and then put this head piece on that alternate head, And the hands and feet are even easier. You just have to also literally remove each hand and feet and then replace them with those alternate hands and feet. So now let's start doing a few poses with this figure's articulation and the alternate parts. First, we start with this simple pose with just the default parts, where cooler is like showing a energy gathering or powering up pose, which is kind of common for all Dragon Ball characters. Here's another simple pose where Cooler is either just simply pointing his finger at something, or this is like him firing a finger beam. A simple but powerful technique that both Frieza and his big brother Cooler here uses in the Dragon Ball franchise. Here we have Cooler making a kicking pose with the alternate feet. And of course, you would need a compatible display stand to hold the figure in mid-air to help with this pose. Here we have Cooler putting on a punching pose with the same feet. Essentially, these feet are good for poses for when you feel like when Cooler has to curl his toes. Here we have Cooler floating in the air, preparing a energy sphere forming, preparing to attack kind of pose with these alternate hands. And with this last alternate hand, one of the simplest pose you can have Cooler do here, it's simply held a hand up, like performing an energy blast attack kind of pose. And this is how the figure look with the alternate head. Cooler showing an evil smile before his mask closed for this transformation to the final form. Finally, let's open up this 40th anniversary pedestal or base. And well, this pedestal may look like just a simple base with no practical use, but there's actually a few removable parts here, and once you kind of remove these pieces, which you definitely need tools for because they can be pretty tight when you put them in place. And if you have a display, a supporting arm of a display stand that's compatible with the Tamashii Nation's display pieces, you can actually just put them on here. And now we have a display stand that's kind of specially designed for this set. Here's the arm crossing pose you saw Cooler performs on the case, which can really be done with this figure. It can only look good if you look at it from the side like this. Of course, you can always have the figure facing forward to make it kind of look kind of different or good. And with that, we have covered all the basic features of this set. As mentioned, this set is pretty much identical to the original SH Figuarts cooler final form in just about every way, with the only true difference being the inclusion of this 40th anniversary Dragon Ball pedestal color in purple, therefore basically specially designed for this set or for the final form cooler. And if that's not enough to interest you, this is probably not something you want to consider. But if you did miss the chance to acquire the original SH Figuart cooler, then maybe this is your chance to get it again with slight improvement of having this interesting new accessories, at least cosmetically. And if you want to see more detailed review of this figure's articulation, please look up my review for the original SH Figuarts cooler final form, whose link I have attached to the description box of this video. This marks the end of my review for this set. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. And please check out other videos in my channel. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my knowledge and ability.